Welcome to Biomutant. This thing needs new bound sorbers. That's a proper junk depot. Just think of the things chucked away. Looks like some solid wood scrap there. You found boulder broke. Toxanol used this place to make big rocks into small ones. They just ground everything down. Great weapons start with great materials. Be quiet and listen to the woods when you're in them. It's a game of life, yours and everyone else's. The hours fly by in the dark. Just tiptoe along. Finally, a bit of glow. Stunk's fort is right here. Don't even have to look for it. Each new day means new chances. This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you only follow your own personal code and is worried you've lost your respect for life. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions. It's sad to see you're staying on this road to ruin and that you're so determined to help no one other than yourself. On a treasure hunt. Will the dawn never come? Better than nothing. Seems like the Tree of Life dying is taking everything down with it. They have a friend having troubles with the bellows. They're just not working like they should. Could find that windy pal and help them out. They're these big things that make wind. Says you can probably find their friend wandering somewhere near the bellows. The blow pal can give you more details about the bellows. They hope. Without the bellows, the folk round here will suffer. Hope you can help fast. Figures their friend isn't just blowing hot air and would be able to solve the situation with a bit of help. The day almost makes you want to smile. This is Gurf's turf, and they don't like visitors. What's here? This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you only follow your own personal code and is worried you've lost your respect for life. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions. It's sad to see you're staying on this road to ruin and that you're so determined to help no one other than yourself. It always feels like it's about to rain. Peddler is eager for you to have a look at the wares. Wonders why you're in such a hurry. They've got plenty of stock. Says the shop holds something for everyone, especially you. Says this is the go-to place if you like a good deal. Didn't need that anyway. A pleasure do business. There are things out there waiting for you. There's Vango's place, a den of disrepute. Look around. Top quality scrap in this piece. There's a serenity about this spot. It's a place for rest. This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you only follow your own personal code and is worried you've lost your respect for life. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions. It's sad to see you're staying on this road to ruin and that you're so determined to help no one other than yourself. It's harder for others to see you in the dark. That's a chug hut. Probably no chug jugs in it, but you never know. That's an improvement. This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you only follow your own personal code and is worried you've lost your respect for life. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions. It's sad to see you're staying on this road to ruin and that you're so determined to help no one other than yourself. The Tree of Life still stands. Question is, for how long? Hey, you could probably make something glossy with plastic scrap. Treat it fair time and the mount will return the favor. Rito and his bandits make camp here. Take care. That's going to leave a mark. Small things for your big ideas. Check everywhere. There's no time to look back. Too busy moving on. Wow, you lucked out there. This one seems to be in good spirits despite being left here for dead. Has heard that you only follow your own personal code and is worried you've lost your respect for life. Asks you to do the right thing for the sake of your conscience. It's only through your inner conflict you're held accountable for your actions. It's sad to see you're staying on this road to ruin and that you're so determined to help no one other than yourself. The night time is the right time. Juju thinks it's amazing that you found an ark and are refurbishing it for a launch. Lots of things need doing, but few of them require leaving the world behind. Thinks if you want to leave a ratty place behind, the ark is the only way to manage it.
Go, Sir Ron.
Hopes you don't find a way to use the Ark to rip things apart here. The world doesn't need more of that.
Do some see you there.
Not that Juju's asking for a seat, but who's going to pilot that thing for you?
So what we have here is someone looking for a way out if everything fails. There's a seat open on the Ark, but why would you want this company?
What really happens when you make a conscious choice to be alone is that you abandon a part of your life that was supposed to be filled by someone else.
Let's agree that a conscious choice is better than an unconscious one. It's only when you stop listening to your own thoughts that you're truly alone.
But it's hard to discover the astonishing light of your own being if you are too lonely or close to darkness.
Regardless, you'll never lose the company of yourself. At least you'll have that all the way to the end.
Another one?
Thinks you're right not to bring him along when you only have so many seats.
Boom.
He's invested in helping you look your best. Juju says he likes emotional stuff like that. Juju says he likes emotional stuff like that. Got what you wanted. You have a good eye for that stuff. That sort of stuff always comes in handy. Night is the time to take care of business. Pebble says you've made him feel confident now that you've found a safe place for him to go later on down the line. Pebble says he's in your debt now that you've spent so much of your precious time helping him out. He's found many unexplored areas on his expeditions, but many required prying to squeeze in. So, now that you have the right tool, you should be able to pry stronger and better and access places you couldn't get into before. You probably felt it was bendy in the wrong way when you tried it on some doors. He promises it'll be strong enough now. Thinks it's fantastic you found the Ark. Imagine where you can go with that. Feels jealous that you'll see so much, but happy for you. Good thing you found the Ark, otherwise you'd be stuck in this doomed place with the rest of us. Impressed you worked so hard to ruin the world, setting goals. So, what's your Ark Rider roster looking like?
So what we have here is someone looking for a way out if everything fails. There's a seat open on the Ark, but why would you want this company?
What really happens when you make a conscious choice to be alone is that you abandon a part of your life that was supposed to be filled by someone else.
Let's agree that a conscious choice is better than an unconscious one. It's only when you stop listening to your own thoughts that you're truly alone.
But it's hard to discover the astonishing light of your own being if you are too lonely or close to darkness.
Regardless, you'll never lose the company of yourself. At least you'll have that all the way to the end.
Understands why you wouldn't want him along. Who would? Pebble is always ready to help. Came out on top. Every day, everything seems like it happens at once. Night covers the land. Easy to get lost here. See that plastic scrap over there? You can make so many amazing things out of wood scrap. The Bullybul glade is beautiful. Watch out for Jumble.
Palani?
He'd heard about you blending your way into the world, but he'd feared you might stew in your own juices instead.
Palani?
Wonders how you came to that conclusion. It's close enough, but he prefers to be called a mixologist. He wonders what you're going to do now that you've grown so tough and strong. Will you feed the world or watch it starve? You have the stench of death about you. It's almost enough to ruin his appetite. Almost. He tells you that you are what you drink. So if you want to be good, drink wholesome. Otherwise the junk will hollow you out inside. Thinks life is full of all sorts of ingredients. It's up to you what to put into your blender and your body. And if you are what you drink, what happens to you when you choose different things? But you would think that, wouldn't you? Wishes the world wasn't drying up and fading away. There's so little worth mixing now. Doesn't understand why you've pushed the world's needs behind yours. Claims he's not thrilled about you working with the Jagni. They sold him some bad seeds once, and it left a bad taste in his mouth. Says he knew it was a risk to mix them all, but he couldn't help but try. That's his way. Thinks you should get your convo cooking. He's curious if you've ever had soup tastier than life itself. If not, you've come to the right place. He's widely known for his jumble juice. His thoughts are like his juice, all jumbled up in his mind. Those who claim to know him even call him Jumble. Can you believe it? He needs more customers to claim that they know him. He promises to look after you if you look out for something for him. Figures it's one thing to be a great cook, but that's not so useful if no one knows to drink your juice. Jumble wants you to keep your eyes peeled for a band of colour that brightens with the sun after it rains. He's on the hunt for a concentrate of that prismatic refraction of sunlight forming in tasty droplets of rain in the sky. Find the concentrate he's looking for where the colour hits the ground. Bring it back and he'll mix a jumble juice to share. Promises that you've never had anything like it. Come to think of it, no one else has either. Might as well jump in a lake. The bright colour arch is riding high. Follow it to the end. Stand against that person. Better to be on top of a mount than standing behind it. You've just line up the gears on that lock, and it should spring open. That's a colourful find. Jumble cannot thank you enough. Nothing is as great as a surprise after the rain. He thought he was ready to make you the jumble juice, but his supply of fill-up glasses has become a bottleneck. Without it, he has nothing to put the juice in. Get him a fill-up glass, and he'll start mixing the juice in the meantime. He'll have it ready for you when you come back. That kind of glass shouldn't be too hard to find. You should be able to find one drifting about on the surf. Says you only have to wait until you bring back a fill-up glass. Jumble's happy you're here. Jumble needs to restock on fill-up glass. You said you'll get him one, right? Jumble's happy you're here. Says you should take it easy. Could this thing steer itself?
Nasıl?
Jumble says that now he's got a fill-up glass, he's willing to part with a splash of his incredibly invigorating jumble juice.
Miwa de la boca?
Jumble says he's got other interests than sunshine after rain. He's gathered quite a mix of curiosa over the years.
Whoa.
The problem is, it's weighing him down now that he's shifted his focus to the sky.
De la Nina?
He'd be happy to part with some of it. He's been hauling around this stuff for too long anyways.
Pelicano tayabawa.
Figures you should take what you want and leave the rest to those who might want it more.
Pelicano tayabawa.
Wonders what you know about the Ark now that you've got it under control.
De la cocanina.
Can't speak for everyone, but he sure does.
De la cocanina.
Thinks if the world dies, there's nothing like an Ark to get you away from it. Gotta find fresh ingredients somewhere, right?
Tu?
Wishes you could have thought more about others as you roamed about. But hey, you gotta be you.
Tika.
Says he thinks there might be a seat still free on the Ark, and he knows just what he'd cook up for the trip.
So what we have here is someone looking for a way out if everything fails. There's a seat open on the Ark, but why would you want this company?
What really happens when you make a conscious choice to be alone is that you abandon a part of your life that was supposed to be filled by someone else.
Let's agree that a conscious choice is better than an unconscious one. It's only when you stop listening to your own thoughts that you're truly alone.
But it's hard to discover the astonishing light of your own being if you are too lonely or close to darkness.
Regardless, you'll never lose the company of yourself. At least you'll have that all the way to the end.
De aka?
Says it's your Ark, your seats. Blend them how you like.
Whoa.
Jumble says seeing you always brightens his day.
De banade.
Understands you have things to do. You need to show your mount who's boss. There's a ping dish here. Just the thing for signal. Sharp steel. High stuff. Every little bit helps. To get the ping dish to work, you need to line up the pong paddles for a proper match. That's a match. Now you can ping all the dishes you like. Spin that paddle to turn the ping dish properly. Pingety ping ping, you found a transmessage. The best stories are about heroes. This is such a story. Lang Shelter 10E. Toxin will put these all over the place. Chill. hardly ever see those. There's a lot more space down here than you would think. Feel that wind on your skin? Gulp says he'll bibble anything once, as long as it's drinkalicious, even rocket fuel. He once mixed up some tankers and drank that. It was a real lift-off. That leads him to the bottom of that particular bottle. Radium syrup. If only he could find a tanker truck to empty. He's not in a state to go looking, so he's counting on you to help. Go find him a tanker truck and bring back some of that precious radium syrup. Please. Says they might be good for other things, but not for anything better than adding zing to your drink. This gutway has centuries of old waste. The air gets stale down here fast. Let it snow. Well placed. Perhaps now you can see your targets better. Flex those smart muscles and open the hatch. That should be enough glow juice for two. We're all heroes of our own stories, or so we hope. Gulp says he wants to take you with him on a super funny happy slide. Sharing is caring, and one drink for two is just right. Gulp says seeing your face is like seeing his own reflection at the bottom of a glass. It never gets old. He's been looking forward to a rendezvous, and it's on you to make it happen. There's even a chance the syrup is more intoxicating now from being aged in a radiated tanker. He's sure there are even more tanker trucks with radium syrup out there waiting to be emptied. Figures you could do that, but only Gulp knows which boozy ooze is safe. Gulp says drinking shouldn't keep you from thinking. He wonders what's on your mind. We'll be around when you return. Gulp thanks you, says a drink or two won't do any harm. He refuses to drink alone. You're his friend now. Gulp says he just can't get enough of that crunky syrup. It's so refreshing. Don't you agree? He really appreciated that you shared a drink with him. You took a risk and deserve a reward. So he intends to keep the promise he gave you when you first met. He's got a few things, you see, that no one else has. Says he's always happy to make new ones rather than let the drinks sit alone. Gulp says he's heard a juicy rumor that you found an ark. He wonders what kind of drinks that might inspire. Figures that's inspiration enough for a whole raft of drinks. Just imagine having an ark when the tree of life runs dry, to be able to jet off to some other juicy land. Claims he's ready to toast your attempt to put an end to all this. What better way to go? Wants to know if you might want a master blender along on your ark trip.
So what we have here is someone looking for a way out if everything fails. There's a seat open on the ark, but why would you want this company?
What really happens when you make a conscious choice to be alone is that you abandon a part of your life that was supposed to be filled by someone else.
Let's agree that a conscious choice is better than an unconscious one. It's only when you stop listening to your own thoughts that you're truly alone.
But it's hard to discover the astonishing light of your own being if you are too lonely or close to darkness.
Regardless, you'll never lose the company of yourself. At least you'll have that all the way to the end.
Says he wants to drown his disappointment in all his drinks at once. It's hard to understand the guzzle, but it's something about flip-flop the flip-flops and not getting sauced. Don't be fiery. It probably won't bite. A peak spot is a great place to stand if you want to see things for what they are. You always find good use for things like that. It's an undersurfer, all alone without anyone in it. Yet. Get on up. How far underground do you think you are? Impressed you found that, despite all the goo. This place has held power for a long time. In many ways it still does. That would require cleaning up all the goo. Glad you found that track. There's a lot to learn about this world, both here and beyond.